In this lecture we will learn the common problems and remedies of vaporization. Phase diagrams will enable you to approximate temperature, pressure, and flow settings, but some troubleshooting will still be required. One sure indication of a problem is poor repeatability in analyzer results. There are two possibilities when the sample is fractionating instead of vaporizing, with problem number 1 being the more common. Problem number 1, only part of the sample is being vaporized. Liquid is passing through the vaporizer and sitting in the tubing on the downstream side. Eventually, it evaporates. When it does, it draws heat from the surrounding tubing, making the tubing cold to the touch or causing frost or ice to form. Indicators: vaporizer outlet and downstream tubing is cold to the touch or has frost or ice on it. Note that in many cases, liquid on the downstream side of the vaporizer may pass beyond the area of the vaporizer and into other components, such as flow meters and filters, where it can cause considerable damage. Solution: in the approach above, your best option would be to reduce the flow rate. Another option would be to lower the vaporizer outlet pressure, if that is possible. A third option would be to increase the heat to the vaporizer, but in this case you risk causing problem number 2 that we will discuss in the next slide. Problem number 2, the sample is boiling at the inlet to the vaporizer. It is fractionating before it can be vaporized. Lighter molecules evaporate and produce a large cloud of vapor molecules. Some of these lighter molecules move on to the analyzer, giving an inaccurate analysis. The remainder create a vapor wall, which pushes the liquid back into the process. A portion of that vapor wall then cools and condenses. Finally, the liquid sampled moves again toward the vaporizer, where the lighter molecules evaporate, starting the cycle all over again. Eventually, the heavier molecules reach the vaporizer and move on toward the analyzer, giving an entirely different analysis. This cyclic fractionation process causes the measurement values to oscillate. Indicators: the inlet tube to the vaporizer twitches, sometimes violently, and the measurement values oscillate with the light component cycles out of phase with the heavy ones. The solution is easy: lower the vaporizer temperature so that the sample doesn't boil at the inlet of the vaporizer.